Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a good day. And if you're celebrating in the coming week or two, whether it is Hanukkah, whether it is Christmas, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's Festivus, whatever you are celebrating, I hope that you have a good celebration. I'm spending Christmas on my own because my partner is off to see her family in Missouri and she's taken our daughter with us. So I'm at home with the dogs. I'm looking forward to having a quiet week, and no, I'm going to try and actually take time off rather than just work from home, which is what I will have a tendency to do. What I want to talk to you about today is something that has come into my mind primarily because my Chevrolet Bolt is in the shop. And I know, yes, my Chevrolet Bolt is still in the shop. And as an update to that, I don't think we're going to have to pay that first bill, the one that was either $1,500 or $1,100, depending on whom you asked. I've spoken to the dealership again and they're like, no, we've got that first bill, you're good. They have told me there's a bill that I need to pay of $172 for the work they did yesterday. Just as they were getting the car ready to come home, they noticed that it was still squeaking, and so they've kept it. I should get it back Monday or Tuesday next week. I hope so, because I need it when we go to Vegas at the beginning of January. And at the moment, we're hoping that there's not going to be any further costs associated with that, but I will keep you up to date on that. But in the meantime, I've been driving around in a Chevy Equinox. Yes, I know, a gas guzzling SUV. What can I say? But there is one thing that driving this big car around has got me thinking. There are a lot of things that automakers put in other cars that they might not put in EVs as standard. A great example in the Equinox is it has HomeLink, you know, the buttons that you press to open your garage door. That's not found in the Bolt EV, and a lot of people complain about that. And then it got me thinking, what other things do automakers skip when they're putting stuff in EVs? And the reason, of course, is that each of these tiny things adds up in terms of pricing, and electric vehicles are pretty expensive for automakers to make. I'm not making any excuses for them, but it does mean that EVs very often are decontented when you compare them to a similarly sized internal combustion engined car. And it's not just, you know, legacy automakers doing it either. Take Tesla, for example. Tesla, I believe, unless someone wants to correct me, has actually removed the HomeLink from some of its cars. And of course, Tesla doesn't have Android Auto or CarPlay connectivity yet in its cars. That's for a different reason, but it got me wondering if there are features that you've got used to in an internal combustion engine car that you don't see in an EV, and vice versa. If there's a feature you see in an EV that you wish an internal combustion engine car that you drive regularly has, I want to know about it in the comments below. For me, the big one right now driving the Equinox is that my Bolt has a heated steering wheel, because I've got the comfort package and it has a heated steering wheel, and our Nissan Leaf had a heated steering wheel, at least the one we just sold. And I like having a heated steering wheel because I have circulation problems due to the various medications that I'm on. And so in the wintertime, my hands get really painfully cold, like can make me cry sometimes because it's so cold. And having a heated steering wheel really keeps me warm and helps me. The Equinox doesn't have that, but it has other features that you would expect in a modern car, like electronically adjustable seats. That's a pretty standard thing in the US now. Most cars have it as standard, except EVs, I've noticed, which seems a bit weird. I mean, I know there are some cars that do have it. You have to have a higher trim level. And so I want to know what features you think automakers purposely leave out, or leave out because they don't want to add to the price of the car, that you really wish they either offered as an optional extra in a package, or that you think they should offer as a standard feature. So let me know in the comments below. As I said, I hope that you are having a fantastic time. Why am I standing in front of the green screen today? Well, it's so that I can do this, which I think is a little bit more festive, you know. What do you think? I hope that you have a great couple of weeks. I haven't decided yet whether we're going to do a Sunday Musing for next Sunday, but with CES coming up, we are basically piling in and trying to get as much pre-show prep as possible so that we can get shows out of the door as quickly as possible. I'm probably going to be doing some behind the scenes stuff in the next couple of weeks just to try and explain what it's like making all this content and why it does sometimes take a really long time to get stuff out the door. Follow me on Twitter if you want. I am at A Minor Journey, and I'll also be retweeting my wife's progress because she's driving to Missouri in her brand new to her Chevrolet Bolt EV. I know a lot of people have been confused in the comments section about which car was in the shop and which car wasn't in the shop. To clarify that, my Chevrolet Bolt EV, the one that we got brand new, is in the shop. My wife's 2017 Chevrolet Bolt Premier that she purchased like 2 weeks ago to replace her Nissan Leaf, that is currently on the road. It's done like 70-something thousand miles, not the 90,000 miles or so that the loaner we had there for a while had. So yeah, that hopefully should tie everything up. Enjoy your holidays. And if I don't see you next weekend, Happy New Year. Keep evolving.